Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Dee.
Hi, my name is Emily. Hi, I'm Isaac. Hi, I'm Eli.
Hi, my name is Kate. Hi, my name's Mussy.
We are SFRE,
Swift Family Robeson Expedition.
We left our traditional 9-to-5 jobs and way of being a family to hit the road full time.
We are traveling throughout the country to show our children the beauty of every state. We are spending so much more time with them and just living a new way of life. I now work as a traveling nurse, and my husband stays home with the kids and does road schooling, which is a whole new experience. In order to take this leap of faith the way we have, we had to leave a lot of family and friends, but this is where you come in. We consider you guys as family, and we have truly been so touched by every email, every subscriber, every little note that you guys leave us. So we know that your time is valuable, and we so appreciate you spending it with us. We want to take you on the adventure that we've had the past week.
So welcome to our safari. One of the first experiences we have to share with you this week is a trip to a place called Diana's Baths. This is a huge hit here locally. It is nestled in the White Mountain Range, which we had heard all kinds of things about, and we're looking forward to seeing. We're looking forward to hiking. I hope you caught our episode where we hiked Mount Major, and so this wasn't quite the trek of hiking like that was, but on our way to Diana's Baths, it was a bit of a drive from our campsite. We were following our GPS, and it guided us a little bit off the path, but providentially right to this really cool bridge called the Swift River Bridge. And we were like, wait a minute.
Had to stop.
We saw our name. We're like, we're Swift Family Robeson Expedition. And this is the Swift River Bridge. When we pulled over, there was places to park, and there were already kids in the river skipping rocks and having fun. And we were like, oh, we're joining in on this party. And it was a nice break in the 2-hour plus drive.
Yeah,
too.
and we were already ready to get wet and to play in the water because we were headed to Diana's Baths. And so we took our time, stopped the car, got out, and played in the water. It reminds you of an old country Tennessee creek behind my Aunt Idy's house.
It's hard to get a skipping rock off the bottom.
We're in the middle of a river. Who gets to do? Oh, Kate, you coming over? Dude, this is awesome. All right, come on, I'll help you. All right, I swear if I see any sharks, I'm gonna die. All the Robeson boys have pulled their shorts up to the very bare leg. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. I almost slipped. Okay.
It's like the most slobberiest place on earth.
Slobberiest. Okay, after you get out of that little area, it gets less slobbery.
I don't know if you all take time out to, as much as you would like to spend with your families, but I have found that this day was evidence of, it was payoff. It wasn't a big payoff. It wasn't Niagara Falls. It wasn't Boston. It wasn't anything super huge, but sometimes I think the little days, the little adventures are the ones that the kids enjoy more because there's not all this hype and they just get to be kids and they get to explore and we get to be kids with them. So it's great.
I know for us, so often we tend to be goal oriented. We're like, we're getting to Diana's Baths, baby. We're not stopping. It's just cool to be able to be spontaneous, to say, this time is marked out for family. It's marked out for our kids having fun. And what do kids think when they see a river with other kids down there wading in the river? They think, let's get out and, join in the fun. And
they could have stayed there all day.
Yeah.
Had we not made it to Diana's Baths, it would have been fine. But it was fun. They didn't want to leave.
Yeah. That's part of the reason that we left on this journey in the first place, is we didn't spend a lot of days outside climbing down rock ledges to get into a river, to wade across the river and skip rocks and just be together as a family for an hour or two. It's just not a decision we made often, but now through SFRE, we're committed to creating those kinds of moments and experiences, which is awesome.
Wait! Hey! I did the reckoning! Yay, I did it!
Hey, this is so awesome! I love being outdoorsy. I fell.
We finally made it on to Diana's Baths, and this is a place, at least the parking lot we arrived at, I don't know if there's more than one, but kind of a relatively small parking lot considering how many people want to visit.
And you can't get in until somebody gets out.
Yeah.
So it was actually phenomenal timing because we didn't get there until 11 or 12. By that time, people had gone in the morning and they were ready to go back. So we really didn't have to wait that long.
So it was Swift family Robeson time, or 11 or 12, right?
Right. Crack of 11, crack of noon. That's our favorite time.
So cars are lined up along the highway that, where the entrance is, waiting. And it's just kind of the honor system, both to get in, you wait for a parking spot, and to pay $5 or whatever, there's like an envelope system. But once you do that, there's a bathroom to change, and then hit the trailhead.
This is not a good sign. Well, this is the way to get into Diana's bath.
It would be good for one of us to, it would have to be you, unless you drive. It'd be good for one of us to walk ahead and
Scope it out and see, are we talking about a 2-hour wait to get in? Because then we go on to Mount Washington, easy decision. Like we need to know what this line is about, what's going on.
Let's be on
Or
the
just
road.
like-
You guys ready to go exploring? Yeah.
Who's ready for Diana's Baths, huh?
And I also feel like there's a piano.
Look out!
Look out, Mommy. Look out, Daddy.
Watch
Look
out.
out, Daddy.
Watch out, Daddy!
Every pine cone is amazing.
Sorry, Daddy.
That's okay, you're doing great.
Look, I found another rock. I gotta find this one. I found another rock. Let's go. I made it.
My favorite part was probably getting there and seeing how clear the water was. It was like, you could see the bottom of the rocks, which is really fun to look at.
You pick one up and there's 1,000 more. You're never gonna run out of rock.
Right, the one for everyone. Hey, there you are. Come on.
I think I loved all the natural water slides. This probably had to be my favorite part. It was really cold though. Lots of cold water. I love nature. So seeing, like, we have a pool back at the RV park, back at the camp. But I mean, swimming in the pool and swimming in nature's pool, it's not comparable. I mean, it's awesome.
We're here at one of the local favorite hangouts, which is called Diana's Baths. Fantastic little area, very easy hike. A little bit busy on the weekends, but we're here on a weekday and it's perfect weather. This is spring-fed water. Waterfalls, several swimming holes that You have to come and see this. It's great fun, safe fun for the family, and beautiful scenery, great photo ops, and just an easy day.
I enjoyed going into the water, but it's really cold. It's almost colder than the beaches.
My favorite part of Diana's Bath was like the big waterfalls, and there's like tiny slides that were just made in the rocks that you can go down, and there's also an 8 foot deep hole. And what we would do is we would throw heavy rocks down in the hole, and then we'd jump in the hole and try to go down there and get the rocks and bring them back up.
Ready?
Should I take the GoPro down there? I'm trying to hit the bottom.
Tell Sam he should go. Then go. Go. That was real go. He said he's done it before. I don't think so. Go. No, we're ready. We've already all done it. We gotta go. You should go in. Yeah. Everyone wants you to go in. He's a local. Exactly. The locals go in first. And we women's go. So we usually go. Let's go. Wow. I know, that's right.
A little more water. We gonna ride the slide? I'm gonna make some water.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of water.
You ready? Here comes a bunch.
GoPro action too.
Yeah.
Go, you got this.
No, it don't work at all.
Ooh, pretty cold, huh?
Daddy, this island is a bit cool. I need to get some water.
What's been your favorite thing today, Mercy?
My shirt is red.
Your shirt is red? Yeah. Did we have fun today?
Yeah.
These precious gems, these spots, are everywhere in the country. If you want more time with your kids, there is a way to just plan it.
Yeah.
Make it a point. And I think that there have been times during this whole trek that I've said, you know, I have a weekend off. I'm like, I'm kind of tired. It would be really nice just to like not go anywhere or do anything. But that's not why we're here. We are doing this to show our kids the country, to show them new ways of life, new activities, new sports.
Less screen time, more green time. Like we're
Yeah.
mutually committed to creating these moments where these magical memories can happen. And so when we feel tired or overworked or drained or whatever, and we have this commitment, we're like, no, we're keeping this commitment, you know. No, honey, let's go out in the woods and shoot this video for this channel, you know. Well, let's get in the car and drive 2 hours to go hike this mountain. You know, whatever it is. And there's always the payoff, but it's that. And you can do that in any city or state, and you don't have, like you said, you
Just
don't
encourage
have to,
each other. It's just, oh, come on, honey, it'll be great. How many times have you said that to me? Come on, babe, it'll be great. It's a new experience. It's our new way. And
if it's not great, it'll be funny, and eventually it'll be great.
Make a great story, right? So that's our new commitment, and So it's working out.
So the downside of adding a little bridge trip and fun in the river is it took more time, you know, it ate up some of the day, and then we were hungry. So we ended up at a country club very near to Diana's Baths. Gorgeous. It's built into the side of the White Mountains. I forget which cliff, I forget which peak it is that's right there. I think it's one of the presidentials. Anyway, this country club is built, and so it wasn't far at all. Gorgeous views, and honestly, we felt, you know, we're in swimming and hiking gear, and we're trucking into the ledges.
A country club.
Yeah.
Hey, can we come in? They were fine. They were really very gracious and sat the 7 of us in the bar room.
Yeah.
But there was beautiful tables. It was really very relaxing. Gorgeous views.
Yeah, it was one of
the
those.
food was impeccable. It was great.
It reminded me a little bit of the restaurant that overlooked Niagara Falls with the giant glass, you know.
Yeah,
And-
it
but
wasn't
was
necessarily as modern
majestic,
or,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
farm to table, but it was great food, and our kids were so happy that they had food in their belly.
Yeah, and it overlooked the White Mountains, so the view is awesome. But that was a really nice surprise.
I want to show you where we had dinner tonight. This is White Mountain Resort and Golf and Ski Club. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. So you can see we had dinner right in there. And their garden is beautiful. Just wanted to let you see where we had our anniversary dinner with our 5 children. So, you know, it was great. Beautiful place.
Look at the moon next to the mountain peak.
So pretty. And now we have a 2-hour drive, so we better get going.
Yeah, it's getting late. Well, today was Diana's Baths, which was awesome.
So pretty.
You just saw the kids' feedback. It's great for us as parents too, just to watch them play in the water.
Just in nature, you know. They're not in a screen. They're not. It's just. I love seeing my kids love nature.
Just to be able to sit in a safe spot and let your 2-year-old play, while the big kids jump in big pools or whatever. It was
Slide
a nice,
down the rocks.
Yeah, it was a really
Yeah.
nice blend of things, and not a super challenging hike. Nothing like Mount Major was. Not much at all. It's like a 10-minute
It was
hike.
a 10-minute walk
Yeah.
to the baths.
And
yeah.
it was all flat. So not about that. It's all about the water sports.
The next thing we did this week was go to one of the beautiful parks.
You pull up to the park right by the water, barbecue pit, picnic bench, everything you need.
Up where we were, there were picnic tables and the cliffs and the rocks and the water crashing on them. And Isaac got to go fishing for the first time.
Yeah,
Which he was so excited.
right on the pier, directly across from a lighthouse. So he had an awesome view, and so he just got his first fishing pole, and this is the first time he got to use it. Was on this little picnic that we packed. So.
Over here doesn't sink. We put a bobber on it.
Eli, what do you think of Newcastle Common? Good spot?
Yeah.
Would you recommend it to other people?
Yeah, it's really great for any people because there's a play down there for your kids.
A what?
A playground down there for your kids. You can go fishing down here, and then there's just picnic tables all over the place. You can grill or bring anything else. This is really fun.
And there's a beach over
And
there.
there's a beach, yeah.
Way over there. They're playing beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
All over the place. I can't
And there's 2 lighthouses.
One lighthouse.
That's really weird. And there's a bird behind
2.
I had to get at the hospital.
She was choking. She's like, I have to go to the hospital. It's really hot. You'd have to go to the hospital.
My toes are dirty.
Yeah. That's the understatement of the year. Yeah, so I do think that it's like New Hampshire has a ton of places to go as a family, but you do have your
specific spots that are for that don't really allow fishing, or you can't put in with a canoe or a kayak, or it's just rocky, it's not necessarily beachy. This seems to have it all, you know.
Over there.
There's a beach, there's the rocks that my kids love climbing on, and there's a fishing pier. This is like a little bit scarier than I imagined. As we're driving off, this bright red moon rises, and it's just the most beautiful picture. It's one of those, I guess you had to be there, but this bright red moon with this lighthouse in the distance, and the waves coming up, and these boats that are out there.
And you're like, this is, I don't want to leave, you know.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
so gorgeous.
the last thing that we're sharing with you in this episode is just some more fun on the beach. We just got out and learned how to boogie board. It was a lot of fun.
Boogie boarding at the ocean. Nothing better.
You having fun, Kate?
Can you hold this?
Sure.
There he goes. So you should go all the way down to like, yeah, just a little bit.
That's a big one.
Yeah!
Have you ever been boogie boarding or surfing? Where are your favorite spots? Let us know. Very soon, we are heading back to St. Louis, where we're from, and we are planning our very first meet and greet. We're calling it Base Camp. Since this is SFRE and we're always on expedition, our meetup is going to be called Base Camp.
It's a meetup before we go on our next trip.
That's right. We want to invite you to our resupply at Base Camp, and it's going to be at Babbler State Park on Saturday, October 26th, and we're going to have details on our new Swift Family Robeson Expedition website coming soon.
We are so excited to see you one-on-one. There's nothing better than meeting you in person and sharing stories and hearing how you've been. And if you're new, I want to meet you. So, so come join us. That would be just the best time. I love it.
And we hope this will be first of many base camps around the country.
So it's getting dark out and we have to go make dinner. So
thanks for joining us this week. It's a privilege to be able to share our story with you.
if you don't want to miss any of our videos, click subscribe